Alright, so another incident with my boy PJ. Alright, I had a cousin. Well, I have a cousin, you know what I'm saying? We ain't the closest of cousins, but uh he happened to come kick it with me. And my boy PJ happened to come through also, you know what I'm saying, to come holler at me or whatever. And you know what I'm saying, I wound up introducing him or whatever, you know what I'm saying, woo woo. And my cousin, he also older than me. You know what I'm saying? By I think about 2 years, 3 years, give or take. He also older than me. You feel me? So my homeboy older than me and my cousin me. I'm always the youngest person. You know what I'm saying? And so they wound up talking, kicking it and shit. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And these niggas wound up having like a little side conversation. And so next thing you know, they walking off. Just left me. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So they just left me. So I hopped into detective mode, investigative mode. I was trying to see what the hell going on. So they, you know what I'm saying, they left out the gate, went across the street. Like I said, we stayed on Claiborne. The bridge is right there. So they walked up the bridge and they walking up the bridge. And so as they walking up the bridge, I'm ducking behind the pillars. You know what I'm saying? I'm behind the pillars ducking. So as they walking up, I'm going from pillar to pillar to pillar. You know what I'm saying? Following behind them. And so I happened to look and I see my cousin pass my boy PJ something. And I seen him, like I said, I'm behind him looking, and so I seen him do this. And then he pass it back, and I seen smoke come out his mouth. I'm like, oh, them boys smoking. So when I seen that, I ran back home and told my mom. Now, this is probably the first time that I told on some shit, and I paid for that shit later. You feel me? But so I went to my mom. So my mama, she called up my cousin people, told them they came got his ass. He was upset. My mama also told my boy PJ mama. So when he got home, he got in trouble. So he was upset. Boy, I stayed inside. I did not come back outside because I don't know what time it was. So I was inside for like a few days. Give or take, about 3 days passed. He come knocking on the front door. Asked me to come outside. So in New Orleans, we stayed in shotgun houses, majority of them. Pretty much all of them were shotgun houses that we stayed in. And a shotgun house is just a narrow house that goes straight to the back. All the rooms are right behind each other like that. So you walk through the room. I'm saying you walk through the house. First room is the front room. And the front room usually like is connected to the master room. Then there's a door on the side, down like in the corner. You go through it, then that's another room. The same way, door on the side in the corner is another room. Then and the door on the side, the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And then like a door on the side, and it'll have like a den or something. My room was always the dens. I always had the smallest room in the house, being it was just me. You know what I'm saying? My sisters, they always like share a room, and sometimes they share a room with my auntie. That's how big it was. It was big enough to have like 2 king size beds in it and still have like 5 feet worth of space in between it. You know what I'm saying? That's how big the room was. You heard me? So yeah, so he knocking on the front door, asking me to come outside. I'm in the back. Like I said, my room is by the back door. So I'm leaning out the back door to walk through the front. And so as I'm walking up the front, you know what I'm saying, through the backyard, as I'm walking up the front to the gate, he like kind of on a porch, wedged up against the wall, like flush with the wall. And so all I see is his shoulder. Like I see like a corner of his shoulder like sticking out. But he out of line, he out of sight of the gate. But I can see his shoulder, you know what I'm saying, on the edge of the wall. It's like I ain't think nothing of it. I still walked up to the gate. So I walked up to the gate, and as soon as I opened the gate, he stole me. Boom! Hit me. Boy, I took off running around that corner. Boy, like I said, I already knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? I knew what it was when I last seen him. And like I said, I didn't think nothing of it when I seen him just now, but stole off on me. Boy, I took off around that corner. Reason being, like I said, I was already outside the gate, so it didn't make no sense to run back inside. And if I would have, he would have chased my stupid ass down and beat me up right there. I ain't have time for that, so I hauled ass around that corner. And immediately around the corner is where the cars are parked at along the sidewalk. And see, my thing was, I run in between cars. Me, that was my thing back then. Cause if I know I couldn't outrun you, or you was faster than me, I ran in between the cars, and could nobody catch me doing that. Nobody has ever caught me doing that. And I picked that up. I'll touch on that later. So I'm running between the cars. He trying to speed one. He's trying to speed around the car. I sped around. So he's trying to speed around. I sped around. So we ended up at like a standstill. And he's just looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Heated. Just looking at me. He said, I'm going to catch you. I'm going to catch you. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at him. And so he started like walking home, but he's talking shit. But he started walking home. And so I'm looking, and as he walking home, I'm backtracking back home my damn self. But I'm looking at him. But I'm backtracking. Keep my eye on his ass. So he don't try to run back up on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at him. Excuse me. As soon as he was like a good enough distance closer to his house than he was from my house, bitch, I ran back inside. Boy. So I ain't bored. But so like I said, I told what I seen about that, you know what I'm saying? And I paid for it. Punched the shit out of me. And that punch, I'm still affected by that. As in, I got a knot on my lip. I got a knot on the inside of my lip. See if I can get it. Oh, there you go. See it? That look right there. That little knot. I got two of them. There's that. Second one, right. The second one ain't popping up as good, but I explain that fight later. So you see it. That's a knot. Like I said, because he was on that porch. When he hit me, he came down with it. Boom! So it hit me like this. You hear me? All knuckle. Boom! Popped me in my, like I said, I took off. But so yeah, nigga left a knot on my lip. And so that was the incident with him. But boy, I was inside, boy. I ain't come outside for like 2 weeks. For what? I had everything I needed inside. Games, my animals, motor cars, my music. I had everything I needed inside. I didn't need to go outside for nothing. So that was my second run-in with him.